are the 10 largest theropod dinosaurs according to recent studies. This will only be listed in terms of weight. Starting things off at number 10, this was the Jurassic's king of dinosaur killers. Enter Saurophaganax, the real-life version of the Allosaurus from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in 2018. It grew to 39 feet long, 12 feet tall, and weighed 5 metric tons. This size made it the largest terrestrial predator of the Jurassic period. In 1946, it was previously named Saurophagus, which was already used for a bird genus. Some authors claim this titan as a synonym of its relative, Allosaurus. Epanterias, a dubious Allosaurus relative, might actually be a Saurophaganax. This predator mostly preyed on Stegosaurus, Camptosaurus, and large sauropods, but it probably took down the latter in packs or hunting mobs. However, it may have even preyed on theropods. But Saurophaganax was only alive for 1 million years. So you see, it only bullied Allosaurus for just 1 million years. And after its death, Allosaurus remained undefeated for 4 million more years. And then at number 9, this is not Tyrannosaurus. Instead, this is Tarbosaurus, Tyrannosaurus's Asian relative. This similar-looking theropod is found in Mongolia and China, and it can grow to 36 feet long and 11 feet tall with a weight of 5 metric tons. It was previously identified as an Asian species of the North American Tyrannosaurus. Another similar-looking theropod is Zhucheng tyrannus, which got validly described in 2011, but was initially placed in both Tarbosaurus and Tyrannosaurus in 2001. Tarbosaurus had a smaller skull and more primitive vision than Tyrannosaurus, as well as a weaker bite force. At 10,000 psi. It preyed on ornithomimesaurs like Gallimimus, sauropods like Nemegtosaurus, as well as hadrosaurs like Saurolophus. But Saurolophus can weigh twice as much as a single Tarbosaurus and can trample one to death. Other large herbivores it had to be careful with are Dinosaurus and Therizinosaurus. Of course, Tarbosaurus was faster, at 25 miles per hour. But one swipe from those herbivores' claws and it's game over for Tarbosaurus. Bouncing on to number 8. If you thought Giganotosaurus hunted Argentinosaurus, well, you're wrong.
Why?
Well, because these giants didn't live in the same formation. Instead, Giga's smaller relative that lived after its extinction hunted Argentinosaurus. Say hello to Maposaurus. Chased by dinosaurs mistakenly called these predators Giganotosaurus. As a large predator, it was 39 feet long, 12 feet tall, and weighed 6 metric tons. Previous estimates gave it a smaller size of 33 feet long and a weight of 4 metric tons. Scientists believe that this large predator was a pack hunter. This is so that they can all hunt down a fully grown Argentinosaurus. But the giant sauropod, as one of the biggest land animals ever, is nearly 16 times larger. And a full-grown adult can injure even a single Maposaurus. So it would have been better if they take down a sub-adult or a dead specimen. Their serrated teeth are used to slice flesh. Their biggest predatory enemy is Scorpiovenator, which didn't eat scorpions, but baby Argentinosauruses. That enemy most likely left the big ones for Maposauruses. So in truth, every Argentinosaurus hunting Giganotosaurus is actually Maposaurus. This is because they lived with the titanic sauropods and look quite similar to each other. Number 7 will get scary. This is a large predatory dinosaur called Carcharodontosaurus. This is one of the largest land carnivores ever to stalk the world. Previous estimates claimed it to be bigger than Tyrannosaurus, weighing 15 metric tons. But new research give it a maximum size of 39 feet long, 12 feet tall, and weighing 7 metric tons. This size would make it smaller than Giganotosaurus. Carcharodontosaurus got its name accepted for its 8-inch long teeth. Just like a great white shark, the teeth are serrated and used to slice flesh. It had a large skull that grew to 5 feet long. And it had a bite as strong as a great white shark. 2 species are valid. C. Saharicus, whose bones has been found in Algeria, Egypt, and Morocco. And C. Iguidensis, whose bones has been found in Niger. Possible specimens were found in Tunisia and the Sudan. But many specimens were previously assigned to the genus, which were found in Spain, Zimbabwe, and even Brazil. It coexisted with Spinosaurus, where it was an arch-enemy. It mainly feasted on sauropods. It ran at 20 miles per hour. And it bit its prey with its sharp dental knives. What's for number 6? This is the real-life equivalent of the Giganotosaurus from Jurassic World Dominion, Mead Acrocanthosaurus. At 39 feet long and 13 feet tall with a weight of 7 metric tons, it is one of the biggest land carnivores ever. It got its name from large spines that formed a hump, but they weren't as big as the spines of the infamous Spinosaurus. The hump of Acrocanthosaurus actually made its bite much stronger, however. On top of that, its strong neck muscles would have given it good leverage, allowing its short arms to get in and then deal some damage as well. This allowed it to take down some of the biggest land animals ever, especially the tallest, Sauroposeidon, which was more than 4 times taller than Acrocanthosaurus. But it mostly went for smaller prey like Tenontosaurus. Its only competitor is Deinonychus, which, although 70 times smaller than the humpbacked hunter, may have attacked it sometimes. Some scientists theorize that its signature hump was used for mating, but regardless on that, it was the top predator in North America, just like how the famous T-Rex was 46 million years after its disappearance. Here comes number 5. Whenever you hear the name of this giant theropod, you may think that this is a giant relative of Tyrannosaurus. But in truth, it is actually a member of the Carcharodontosauridae family, and is closely related to the later giants like Giganotosaurus and Maposaurus. I introduce you to Tyrannotitan. It grew to be 43 feet long and 13 feet tall with a weight of more than 7 metric tons. This made it a bit bigger than T-Rex, but it weighed less. What doesn't make it a tyrannosaur is the lack of bone-crushing bite. The skull is less robust, indicating a weaker bite. But at least its jaws are filled to the brim with shark-like serrated teeth. These teeth allowed it to slice flesh. But believe or not, even with those oral knives, it was a flesh grazer, meaning that it kinda nibbled its prey while it was still running. But fun fact, other theropods, excluding tyrannosaurs, were flesh grazers. Tyrannotitans probably took down large sauropods in groups, but a single Tyrannotitan most likely took down a smaller sauropod with ease. Like Acrocanthosaurus, it had larger spines than other Carcharodontosaurs, indicating some sort of a small ridge. For number 4, this is the heaviest herbivorous theropod ever, Dinosaurus. This titan may look like a combination of a hadrosaur and a therizinosaur, but in truth, this is the largest member of the ornithomiumsaurs. Even previous estimates put it bigger than Tyrannosaurus, at 12 metric tons. But more recent estimates say it was 39 feet long, 14 feet tall, and weighed nearly 8 metric tons, making it longer and heavier than the taller Therizinosaurus. Original depictions described it as a generic ornithomiumsaur, but new depictions show it as a bulky, slow-moving duck-billed omnivore covered in furry feathers, with a large hump. It is now believed to be semi-aquatic, not just feasting on land plants, but also gulping swampy plants, and even fishes, indicating that it was also a piscivore that ate fish. But look at those talons.
Damn! Yeah, exactly.
It got its name for its 8-foot large arms, and it used its talons to intimidate predators like Tarbosaurus. This is a shocker that is disappointing, but this is the bronze medal number 3. This is the giant predator we all forgot about, Spinosaurus. It was previously regarded as the biggest land carnivore ever until 2018, being given sizes larger than Tyrannosaurus, like 59 feet long, 23 feet tall, and weighing more than 20 metric tons. But more recent studies suggest a maximum size of 50 feet long and nearly 20 feet tall with a weight of 8 metric tons. This makes it lighter than Tyrannosaurus, and even Giganotosaurus. And to throw salt on that open wound, it is probably the most controversial dinosaur due to Jurassic Park 3, where it killed the bulkier Tyrannosaurus by breaking its neck. In those older days, we thought Spinosaurus was a fully terrestrial apex predator with giant hind legs that ate mostly dinosaurs. But everything about Spinosaurus changed in 2014. New research suggested a semi-aquatic piscivore with short hind legs. It used its conical non-serrated teeth to grab fish, which is actually what it ate. And it swam using its webbed feet and large tail fin. It got its name coined for its 5-foot-tall spines. If covered in skin, it formed a sail-like hump that helped it balance while in water. And then here's the silvery number 2. This giant predator has been traditionally thought to be bigger and more powerful than the T-Rex. Meet Gigantosaurus, the gigantic apex predator. It lived in Argentina during the late Cretaceous and was one of the biggest land carnivores ever known. It was previously thought to be bigger than Tyrannosaurus, but smaller than both Spinosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus. But current research puts this titanic predator at 45 feet long, 13 feet high, and weighing 10 metric tons, which recently makes it the largest member of the Carnisauria group of predatory theropods, and heavier than poor Spinosaurus. Carnisauria also includes Allosaurus. Its size might make it longer and slightly taller than T-Rex. It weighed less because it was not as bulky as the king of dinosaurs. It initially was said to run at 31 miles per hour. But new research say that its large size only made it run 21 miles per hour, which made it capable of taking down sauropods of a similar size to it. It would use its shark-like serrated teeth as knives, cutting flesh with a quick bite. As a tradition, it has been depicted coexisting with one of the heaviest dinosaurs, Argentinosaurus, but in fact, they didn't coexist. Only its smaller and later pack-hunting relative, Maposaurus, coexisted with the giant sauropod. The gigas depicted like this are now considered Mapasauruses, but there is a titanic sauropod that could possibly be a second Argentinosaurus species. When it was featured as the main villain in Jurassic World Dominion, it became a worldwide success. And now, the golden number 1. This is the first that pops into people's minds when thinking about dinosaurs, and is traditionally thought of as the king of dinosaurs. Meet Tyrannosaurus, the bulky predatory brute. This strong carnivore became a Hollywood success because of the Jurassic Park and World trilogies. It was previously thought to have a single species, Tyrannosaurus rex, with some species like Tarbosaurus baitar and Zoochung tyrannus magnus originally being added to the genus, as well as in 2022, where 2 species, T. regina and T. imperator being classified as valid until later deemed synonymous. However, in 2024, an older second species, T. macranensis, was described as valid. It actually surpassed Spinosaurus as the heaviest land predator ever, at 42 feet long, almost 13 feet tall and surpassing 11,000 kilograms or 12 tons, making it the only theropod to surpass 10 US tons. But even though typically seen as a terrestrial animal, it sometimes swims in water. Despite its arms being small, they are actually strong, in fact, that it can lift 400 pounds with its puny arms. It sometimes gets hurt when it hunts its favorite meals, like Triceratops, Ankylosaurus and Ananatitan, but it has the strongest bite of any land animal ever, surpassing 12,000 pounds per square inch of pressure. Its 12-inch teeth are actually designed to crush bones, and can break any protective part of its favorite meal. So it didn't need its arms to take down its prey. It was initially thought to be speedy, at 31 miles per hour. But current research say that because of its robust build, it was slow, maximizing at 20 miles per hour. Well, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.